my name is PJ. I'm doing lasso today. I like lasso a lot because I'm small and I like using it to slow down or create obstacles for bigger people. But again, if it works against big people, it works for against small people as well. So it's a dual effect of it. So I really enjoy lasso. A lot of my workshops have been lasso over the last 2 years for some reason. So I really like it. So we're just going to go through it. How many of you play lasso? Anybody play lasso? Yeah, the Irish boys play lasso. So yeah, I really like it. You kind of have to have a response to different stimulants. So whatever they do, you have to have a response to. But I usually categorize them in 3 tiers or 3 levels. So like I get the lasso and they're here, or here, and I have to have a response within each of the 3 levels. But I only have an hour today, so I'm going to be working for the knees. It's usually the safest, particularly if you don't have a lot of experience with lasso. Usually dealing with the lasso from the knees is what we're going to do. So I'm going to start off. I'm just going to get the correct lock-up position. I'm starting close guard. I'm going to get a pocket grip. I usually have 2 sleeve grips. So pocket grip, feet on the hip. Now some people do it with the knee on the inside, but I never do. I prefer just going from the outside. So I put my feet on the hip, monkey feet. I'm going to hip out. If I hip out, then this leg works. My foot comes in and I anchor to the under part of his back. I want my toe facing the spine. I want my elbow glued to my ribs. Okay? His posture is still pretty solid. I need to mess around with his posture. This is the kind of stuff that I want. You should always be messing with your opponent's posture. This gives you opportunities to do like shoulder locks and so on. But when you want to take it out, you have to get back onto your hip and close the door. If I want to replicate the other side, hip out first, leg comes over the back, big toe pointed to the spine, elbow tight to the body, and then mess with their posture, lock it. This is it. I want to open the door, don't try and pull your leg out, hip out first, and then as you get comfortable, so we're going to start with that. Your opponent, your training partner's spine shouldn't be in neutral position for too long. It should be forward, backwards, left and right, so you're constantly off balancing them. And if you can off balance their spine, their hips start to rotate, and if their hips start to rotate, one of the knees will always get light. And that's what we're looking for, particularly for sweeps. We're always looking for the knee to go light. So if I can mess with the spine, if the head goes to this side, this knee is light. And we're just constantly doing that backwards, forward, left and right. So we're going to start with just that very simple drill. 2 sleeve grips, start with close guard, feet on the hip out, leg works. Hip out, leg works, toe to the spine, elbow lock to the hip, take all the slack out of the gi, and then mess with the spine here. And so you can see the leg starts becoming light and makes sweeps very easy. I'm quite bony, so I will make that lock on the bicep feel like a bicep slice. It's not nice, and it's done really well. So I'm always trying to make my opponent off balanced, either it be, their spinal alignment or just even psychologically, oh, this is hurting, I don't want to be here. And I'm just constantly playing between the two. Okay, so we're going to give maybe a couple of reps each. When you're happy with it, swap in your own time. Is that cool? All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's the starting mechanic. I like bringing my foot in around the back. You can say, oh, what about leg lockers, jumping on the leg? You're either all the ways in or you're all the ways out. So I'd rather be all the ways in. If my foot is shallow in there, and there's a time to be shallow with your foot. If I'm all the ways in and I've got a good grip on this, he's not going to leg lock me. No, it's not. If I'm here, there's a looseness to his arms, and then suddenly that's what's going to happen. So, but there is a time to go in and out, shallow and deep with that foot. You just have to know when. So I'm just going to talk about 2 main concepts that I need to address. So when I lock up the lasso, my knee should be proud, as in out.
I still have a deep hook, but my knee is proud. If he comes over my knee, I'm in trouble. If I put in my knee, I'm not as much in trouble because I've decided when to do it. But if he forces the issue, I could be in trouble. Exactly, he's passive. So you need to control when that knee is out and in, depending on the circumstances. The other thing is, even though we're not doing it today, if he stands up and backs up, and I'm reaching for him, like this, I'm creating a straight leg, and the straight leg is easy to smash past. So I can't chase him too much. Like if I'm here, let's just even stand up for a second. If I'm here and I'm trying to hook him like this is bad because I'm opening up space here, and you can pass guard easy. Yes, exactly. So if it was that easy. But if he stands up, I need to be able to retract. If he goes back, then I keep my knees to me. If I go reaching for him, I'm vulnerable to passing and smash pass and so on. So if they do stand up, it's just important, and they start pulling back, don't chase them. Now you can go hit if you want. It's just being safe. Yeah. If he tries to pass, that knee shield, I can flare my knee, I can do all these things. But if I stretch to catch him, then I'm vulnerable to smash pass. Exactly. So just two important things to remember. If they're backing up, don't stretch to catch them. Always make sure that the space between your armpit and your hip is safe. That's, for me, this is golden. You know, it's one of the most important. My kids are kind of important, but this is more important. So I need to make sure that this is valid. I keep this. This belongs to me. Okay, my kids are going to leave me eventually, but this will never leave me. Okay, so with that in mind, we're going to start with our first basic sweep. I'm going to hook, catch, so I can play between long and short, and just getting used to rotating the hip for the moment. I can add extra details in grabbing the leg, but I just want you to offset them at the start. From here, open hip, close hip. And you can see there's opportunities for submissions later on, but I want you to try and get the shoulder or head on the ground just from the turn, nothing else. You've done in and out, but now I want you to break the posture and try to see if you can get to here. And this involves feel, so I might have to move from here to the crook of the elbow with my shin. So armpit to shin. And see if I can get that shoulder or head to the floor. Just play with it, okay? You got it? Let's try it. 1, 2, 3. Again, I just want you to get most out of the hip rotation and the lock-up before we kind of go on to the more technical aspect. So we're going to go a little bit more technical now. So the lasso locked up. This leg, depending on what I want to do, a lot of people bring it to the inside. I don't like doing that. I like them actually thinking that they're hitting the leg and then passing. So if he passes, I like when they do this. It gives me opportunity because his base and balance is here, but I can create more outside pressure here on this arm. Okay? But a lot of good jiu-jitsu is setting up a trap. You know, you're like something shiny, bang. And it's kind of like that kind of way. But we'll play with it. I'm going to give one of the things I do like doing from here, so we are going to go to here first, is once I get to here, I want to try and grab the pants. So, turn around. I do like grabbing the pants, but here it's hard to get a good grip because he's after sitting in and taking all the creases. So I often pull and I grab. So now I have a good solid grip. I extend away and we're playing here. Now this will take a little bit of work. If he's giving me pressure, brilliant, that helps me. If he's sitting back, brilliant, that helps me. I have to work with what I have. I like lifting my hip and kissing the floor. So I lift my hip, kiss the floor. If he falls down, brilliant, but usually he just posts. Yeah. So from here, I have a grip, lift the hip, kiss the floor. So this is my position. I have two hooks in on the same side, and I try to kiss the floor. What is he going to do? He's going to give me momentum. And when you're small, momentum is everything. He's going to give me the momentum. So I push in and push back, just like good judo. Push, take, push, take. So I'm trying to build that momentum on this. So we have our lasso. Bring your foot to this side. Pull with your legs on your hand. Grab the pants on the far side. Extend away. Push up, kiss the floor. Hip off the floor. So this is what I'm looking for. Okay? Once we get to there, I'm happy for the moment. Leg in. Leg goes to the opposite side. Hook, hook. Pull. Grab. If he stays there, it makes it pretty easy. Usually they try to fight to go backwards. When he fights to go backwards, I help him. He puts the hand on the ground. Everybody puts the hand on the ground. This is what I have. Get to here. Okay? If we get to here, we can move on. Got it? 1, 2, 3. Okay. So that the loading of outside, the pushing of them to the far side with the hip off the ground and kissing the mat, it's not easy, but it's a good investment. And a lot of jiu-jitsu is about investments before the finish, before you cash out and you get the tap. Just like grip investments, angle investments, loading investments, posture breaking investments, they all add together. They might be small things, but eventually become a big pot. So we're looking for that. So we're getting a reaction. When I get the reaction, he pushes back. I bring my knees to my chest, and I have this as a guide. Now, don't get overexcited. I want to throw him over this shoulder, not his head. So I guide him. Here. I still hold the leg because the fight is not over. I need control. I've invested in this. If you're an asshole, you keep your shin in. Booyah, fighter. Yeah. But again, like, depending if you're interested in competition, I just like jiu-jitsu. So I coach my white belts jiu-jitsu, not IBJJF jiu-jitsu, ADCC jiu-jitsu. I just teach them jiu-jitsu. So my white belts will be taught this. Well, maybe not my white belts, but if you don't want to bicep slice them, just bring your knee to the inside and come off. And you've got an arm trap and you have a leg. And you come into this like nice control position. Let's try it again. When I feel he push back, load, and I kick towards this shoulder, the shoulder that I'm controlling. As he falls, I can bring my knee in and then come up. This is a great control because he wants to turn his hips into me, and I can stop this from happening. Come up, side control, and I'm good to go. Any questions about it? You want to try it? If you're not too sure about, or you're a little bit scared about where you're throwing them, don't throw them, just load them. You know, keep them on your shin, and then when I walk around, then we can throw them properly. Okay? Yeah.
Give me one more time.
Oh yeah, no problem. I'm always delighted when a black belt asks me one more time. That's kind of good. But it shows the willingness to learn, which is awesome. You have black belt, I'm still a beginner, so I like hearing those things. So from here, I have my lock up. Pull, grab the pants, a good investment. Push away, kiss the mat. Nice high hips, and load. If this is where you get to, that's awesome. Just nice and relaxed. Yeah? Then I can guide him and throw it. So myself and Mark are roughly the same size. Big man. You have to get the Irishman. So, I have my grip. Put to the side, load up, catch, push. I feel the push back. It doesn't really matter, the size, because I'm using momentum. Yeah? Thanks for that. Cheers. All right. All good? Mm-hmm. Let's try it. If you're not too sure, or if your training partner on top is a little bit scared, don't finish it. Just hold them like this, like you're a scene from Titanic or Dirty Dancing. Just hold them there for a while, wave them around. And then I will go around and I will guide you. Once you're guided once or twice, you get it. Cool. 1, 2, 3. So this is all about kind of feedback. I get the right response, the right pressure, and this is an easy opportunity. I don't really grind. I don't try to pull them onto me because they know that something is happening. So you try to disguise the technique quite often. So when I push, they push back. If I push, they just sit there, then I'm not going to get the correct response for this. So then what do? I like inverting, but I'm not sure if the room likes inverting here, but I invert from here quite a bit. I show it. If you want to try it, you can. But if you don't, that's okay too. So I come, push, I kick, and if he stays there, I just invert. Wow, I invert. If they stay there, they've given me loads of space to turn in, like very easy. And I get the omoplata. If he's competitive, if he sees me inverting, he goes competitive, he might drive down, then I get the triangle. But I will definitely get the omoplata. Okay? So in the open mat, you can ask me to show you this afterwards if you're comfortable with it, but if not, it's okay too. So let's go for an easy armbar. Foot on hips. I lock it in and I'm staying on my side. I'm going to bring this foot, hook underneath, and I'm going to pull this even more. Yeah, nice and tight. This foot, just rotate. Matrix. So I have this lock. This foot kicks the knee and I pull like cutting grass lawnmower. No. Okay, so I go no. I come up. I'll finish with the armbar. Go back over here. Same thing. So I come in. I have the controls. I'm making sure I always have control first. This is tight. I don't want him rolling his hand around to the outside. This is a common break for this, so I have to be strong. So from here, foot goes underneath the armpit, kick. I'm on my side, not on my back. I kick and pull. I have to pull this. If he gets onto his elbow, it's a scramble. No scramble. I come up. As I come up, I rotate, and I keep the two hands until the last minute, because if I let go of one, he can start like defending. So I try. One more time. Have my controls nice and tight, I'm secure. Foot goes to either side, kick, step up. Kind of combat base. Rotate, sit on the shoulder, lock it, finish the armbar. You have to sit on the shoulder. Space is freedom. If I sit on the floor, it creates space opportunities and he wants to escape. Space is freedom. Give him no space, he has no freedom. So I sit on the shoulder first, no gap, and then I finish the armbar. I don't fall, I place myself. If I fall, I create distance. If I sit and place myself, no chances of escape. You got it? One more time, or are we good?
Cheers, Tom.
I'll do it from the other side. So, foot, hip, and again, I'm usually here, and then I just catch him. Right? Make sure everything is pulled, full stretch. Outside knee kicks the inside of his knee. As he falls, I sit up. I use his momentum here. I'm using him and my connection with him to build momentum. I turn and I'm sitting on the shoulder. I'm not falling. I'm sitting on the shoulder. I'm still here. Now I finish the armbar. Cool? All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So where's my beautiful assistant? It's just a nice option. It's low risk if you understand that you shouldn't extend the knee too much. You shouldn't bring the knee. It's playing the distance with your knee is a big part of this, so it's not a big risk. Okay, so other things that I like to do is taking the back off it. So quite often when I'm here, I'll lock it in, I'll reach in underneath and I'll grab the material underneath his armpit. So I still have this and this. I make myself long, take my leg out, feed this hand underneath my armpit, and start going for the back. Okay, I like to use quite a bit. A lot of people will put themselves in lasso if I'm in knee shield and he tries to compress the knee. Quite often you'll see them feed this hand. Sure, they do this. So now they just give me lasso, but look, my knees are in trouble. I have to get my knee back, so they give me lasso anyway. So here, catch, reach in, grab the material up by the shoulder, make yourself long, not short. This makes it easier for you to get your leg out. Take the leg out. When I sit up, just turn on it. When I sit up, I try to punch this underneath my armpit. So it's underneath my armpit. Your elbow might be on the outside or the inside. I prefer the inside, but I'm not going to change it. If it lands here, it lands here. And I reach for the far lapel, and then I just pull. If you want to climb up, their body, it's quite hard from here. So how you get them down is, look at my elbow, push the wrist in, push your chest forward, and he does not like that. No. And then I can come up too. One more time. Again, big reach in, nice and high. Make myself long, take my leg out, punch. You need to try and make him into a table. And I need to build height, so I need to get my head higher than his. So I'm here, grab the gi on the opposite side, I can push out, take the back. Or you can jump up if you want, but I struggle with this with big guys. So I usually push the elbow out and the chest forward. This makes him collapse. If he stays there, he'll tap. So that's why he collapses. And this makes me get up onto his back easier. Good? You want to try?
Yeah. The first one you did where you pulled them in rather than going up, could you do that again? Instead of 10 minutes back, you pulled them into your...
Yeah. I created a vacuum behind him in space and he dropped into it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have my lap up. I shoot in, and I'm kind of already building this into my armpit. I catch. Make myself long. This makes it easier for me to get my leg out. I sit up, reaching for the armpit, looking for the material here, ideally. And then all I do is I back out and start pulling him into it. I can use this leg to kind of straighten and help as well. That's what we're looking for. Again, you can bring in your hooks as well. Okay, let's give it a go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's a lot going on there. It's not a complete system, so if you want to see the rest, invite me to your gym, invite me back. But there's lots of opportunities for attacks. I can switch, catch. If you're training
It's more. Oh, fantastic.
if I come here, if he stays on his knees, I go through maybe this system. If he gets up, I have to have some other answers. Go back down. If he gets up on one leg, I have to have answers. If he gets up on the other leg, I kind of have to have answers for a lot of things. So you've got a small kind of window of literally just the knees. Then I have a whole system for this and this, and then I have a system for this, depending on what they give me. So thank you very much for coming in. Really had a good time, and hopefully you learned something.
Thank you.